Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you happen to be watching this video, wherever in the world you happen to be. Man, as you may note, there's been a change in background because we've moved houses, moved to a different town entirely. So, new beginnings, starting afresh. Feeling good, feeling tired. Just had knee surgery as well, just a couple days ago. So not moving around as I would like to, not yet anyway. But the pain that was in my knee for the last 10 years is pretty much gone. It's been replaced with the pain of like the sutures, the stitches. So it's a different kind of pain, but the internal pain that was caused by the damage to the joint itself doesn't seem to be there at the moment. So that's a positive. Man, it's been a very long year and we're only a couple months in. But yeah, there's been a lot of changes that have come my way. A lot of shifts in perspective. I left my last job last year in December because of a number of reasons. One of them being that I just didn't feel valued there. And I don't like being in places where I don't feel valued. There was a lot of, I don't know, like passive, I don't even know if it's passive aggressiveness, but like I just felt things weren't quite right over there. Like there was a feeling that put me on edge. It stressed me out. So had to leave. Just had to leave. But this kind of brings me on to what I wanted to talk about in this video. You know, I'm someone that's pursued their passion for the majority of my life, I'd say. I've kind of had a hand on the things that I want to do. So I've pursued those things. But I wanted to tell you, pursuing your passion, I think there's a time and place for it. You know what I mean? There is a moment in life where it doesn't necessarily make sense to prioritize things like passion and prestige. What you should be prioritizing is contribution. So being able to contribute to the well-being of first yourself, then your family and your community. So you should really be pursuing contribution first. Passion, while good, yeah, it's a good thing to pursue your passion, and I suppose it's, you know, a noble pursuit, but I think it's secondary. It should be secondary anyway, because what happens if you're pursuing your passion, but your passion leads you to brokenness, and then you can't take care of your kids, you can't take care of your family? What was the point in pursuing that? You know what I mean? So I think the pursuit of your passion should be secondary to the pursuit of contribution, the pursuit of revenue, of profit, whatever you want to call it. But the ability to take care of people should probably come first, you know. Then you can worry about passion or prestige. I feel like when you pursue those things first, there's a big danger to that, especially if what you're passionate about is counter to the skills that you have. You know what I mean? Where, let's say, you know, you're passionate about art, about painting, but you're not that good of a painter yet. But you are good at maths and, you know, bookkeeping. So maybe what you want to do is pursue accounting, and once you've got stable income from that, then you can kind of play around with your passion a little bit. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's that we should really be pursuing what we're good at, our toolkit, try to enhance our toolkit. And because you can't even really pursue your passion properly if you're worried about where your next meal is going to come from. You know, that's one of the main detriments to pursuing something like music. So let's say you want to be a musician. I'm a musician. And how do you create when you are worried about whether the thing that you're creating will have the ability to, sustain you, like where your next meal is going to come from? It's a big risk. It's a big, you put yourself under too much anxiety if that's the case. I think the more prudent thing to do is to make sure you have some kind of sustainable income, some money that's coming in every week, every month, quarterly, every year, so that it frees you up to pursue, like the higher esteem things, or up Maslow's hierarchy of needs. That's just my 2 thoughts, my 2 cents on it. But, if you have thoughts on that, let me know. I'm a little incoherent at the moment because pain medication and all that sort of thing. Plus, I'm probably out of practice. I haven't done a video in a long time, but, I felt like I need to give an update, let the world know what's going on at the moment. So, yeah, if you have any comments, questions, or if you want to dispute what I've said, yeah, hit me up.